I wasn't thinking about nothing. I was listening to my boy, the wise. He said, "Don't be overly nice to people. Be kind to people, but don't be nice." That's real, bro. That's it. That's all you got. That's it. It ain't even hard, bro. It's abstract. It ain't even hard. You can talk to the same people, deal with the same people. You just ain't gotta do what they do, and then you gotta show them that you better at doing you. That's it. Somebody want to you gotta deal with people. They want to question you. Let's say you ride with somebody, and this somebody might be a family member, close family member. Hell, it could be a parent, and you got a love or a love interest, and y'all chilling, and you've been talking about your love interest for years, probably. And they saying, well, you know, you tell them, hey, look, I already been studying. I already been studying her. I don't need no information from such and such. And you know what I'm saying? It's just swift, quick, fast. It ain't even gonna hurt their feelings. It's gonna be so quick and direct. It ain't even gonna hurt their feeling, bro. They ain't gonna react fast enough because they ain't gonna catch it fast enough. They gonna wait till the sun go down properly. It's over. Y'all gonna continue on the conversation, same thing, whatever. Relationship. You finna break up? Listen, honey. Everything, you know, it seems like we really ain't on the same accord like we thought we were gonna be. If you ain't feeling the relationship, I ain't really feeling the relationship. You know, let's just separate on good terms. You know what I'm saying? And she or he might not like that. Like, what's the problem? Well, hold on. Calm down. Just chill out. It ain't all that serious. It ain't no ties, you know, it ain't like we got any ties connected and stuff. It ain't no, you know, whatever. And we ain't tied to each other. So just calm down. And even if you was, it still could be done in a calm manner. It doesn't matter. You just tell them, just be like, hey, look, I think we need, this is what the problem is. If I gotta explain it, you tell them, this is what's going on here on me. This is what's going on here on you. So let's just go our separate ways on good terms. No love lost. And that's it. She or he might act a little ratchet going out the door or a little ratchet getting over there to the other side back home. But they probably don't understand the maturity and the level that you just operated in. So when they go in the house with their family or go back where they came from, they're like, oh, this person says this. But see, that's their problem. That's their problem for not, you know, that's just their problem, period. All the way around, that's their problem. There ain't nothing for you to worry about. It's no longer in your energy. What's another situation? People walking down the road, you know, most of us blacks gotta walk through the street. Hey, what's up, man? Keep going, you know what I'm saying? What's good, bro? Oh, okay, I just said, just hollering at you. Alright, yo, what's up? Alright, I'm on my way somewhere. Or, you know, maybe you chilling out there. Somebody want to pull you into something. And yeah, that's it. All the real one laugh. All the people everybody look up to laugh. And you might not think it's funny, though. And you just a head nod, okay. And you just look the other way. You know, you still got your feet kicked up on the wall. You ain't really feeling what they talking about. And then they might get to the point, it might excel a little bit to the point like, what's up with you? Oh, nothing, man. I just didn't think it was all that funny, that's all. And that's what I do, bro. I be smiling and doing it with a smile on my face. You know, sometimes it all depends on if they want to kick that next gear in. I still be smiling. I smile all the way up to third gear. It don't matter. It don't matter because it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. It ain't nothing to stress about. I don't even stress about death. So I ain't finna stress about no wordplay. I ain't finna stress about no argument, and I ain't finna stress about no fight. You know what I'm saying? If I lose, I lose. Everybody can talk about, man, you this, yeah, I sure did. He caught me with that left hook then. Ain't nothing with it, bro. Ain't nothing with it but to keep on going, bro. You gotta get up, keep going, bro. Ain't nothing. What you gonna do? Shoot somebody? I ain't finna do that. That's even weaker, bro. That's even weaker, because then your homeboy, you gonna go back to the street, they gonna be like, man, he whooped you good though. And you went back, got your gun, ha ha ha. You think they laughing with you, but they laughing at you at this point. You're not cool anymore, you just don't know. They scared of you probably, yeah, because you just killed somebody that put them hands on you. That's it, bro. That's what I do, that's how I am, bro. That's how I did it, bro. Everybody, I got respect for it in the street. It's just that when people hear about it, people have the tendency to group up and then talk about how maybe it was lame. But them same people won't say that in my face. But they know I'm a grown man. I do what I'm supposed to do for myself and what God wants me to do. I don't live for that. I just want to mingle. I'm sitting out here chilling, minding my business. Whether I'm on the block or at my house, it don't matter. I'm minding my business. I ain't got nothing to do with what you got going on. I'm observing the show. I'm looking at the show. I'm watching y'all. I ain't doing nothing else. I ain't paying no attention. You know, I ain't, you know. What's another scenario? Probably getting invites to go over somebody's house that got a lot of women, a lot of men. I do that. Depending. Sometimes I do it, maybe. Not now. I'm saying back in the day. I mean now, I don't know. I do whatever God said I can do. Normally God don't mind me doing nothing. Because he observed it anyway. My ancestors, God didn't be observed. They be enjoying we all enjoying the space. But you get invited to some friend house. They want to cut the music on. Next thing you know, everybody jam. Yeah, having a good time. Yeah, what's up, man? What's going on? Oh, we better turn this party up. Then they start passing around some drugs. Oh, what's up? I don't want drugs. You don't want no drugs? Nah, I'm good, bro. You got to do something. You know, it get to that point where they say, you got to do something. Okay, now you better know your ounces and your alcohol then. For me, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, at the most I would do back then probably 2 shots or a shot. If I'm especially, because normally I'm driving. I'm the driver, so I can't drink that much no way. So, and then we probably dirty at that time. I ain't finna drive drunk, drive none of that. I ain't finna do none of that. So, this is how we react back in the day now. Yeah. Get the drug, man. This right here gonna put you. It's gonna make you survive. This right here. And you know, they gonna bring the sweetest pimpin' talking cat around you, bro. Where everybody look up to him or her. Yeah. Hey, and then let me tell you what else. This right here. Okay, you let them talk it. You hear them out and enjoy their swag. And then you tell them just as smooth as they told you. Nah, man, I'm good. I'm good. I'm copacetic, bro. I'm good. Alright, let's say it don't even get to the drug. Maybe it get to it's a party. Everybody might be sipping wine party, or whatever. I don't know how y'all party that. I really don't know what goes on in there. But you got all the women in the mid, the top notch. This is a palace party. The top notch is in there, and you got the smooth. Everybody looking like, honey, let me tell you him. You know how females, they love that little conversation. They just women though, y'all. You gotta know. Honey, let me tell you, that's Blade Brown. That's Blade Brown right there. Honey, that's Blade. If he hollering at you, honey, that's Blade Brown. Well, just because it's Blade Brown, I'm gonna say no politely to it. I'm gonna listen to Blade Brown. I'm saying if I was a female, I'm gonna listen to Blade Brown, listen to what Blade Brown got to say, and I'm gonna say no politely to Blade Brown. And Blade Brown gonna respect me for saying no. Might even try to stalk me, cause I said no. You get what I'm saying? That's the way it go, bro. You just gotta stand in your own energy. And you ain't gonna lose. It's like, you probably 9 times out of 10 already do that for a job, which is kissing, you know, at your job. You probably do that at your job, you know, and you don't want to do that everywhere you go. Some of y'all probably do that in churches. You don't want to do that everywhere you go. And you already putting on for this bad. I ain't never really felt that when people do it in church. Because God know your heart. God know your heart. God know your heart. Okay? That's why people don't get that part. God judges you by your heart, not your mind. Your heart, if I ain't mistaken, your heart creates your whole body when you come out the mother womb. It's your heart come first, not your brain. Your heart tell your brain to grow, or something like that, right? So your heart tell God what you really want to do. Like, so let's say you put on this facade, and this is way, but you really do want to study this kind of stuff, or you really do want to do this kind of stuff. But God gonna judge your heart. For us to make these churches strong again and back righteous and real again, we're gonna have to start going back to God and listening to our hearts. You know what I'm saying? Opening it up and letting this stuff, let a lot of stuff out. Some stuff gotta be let out just so you can heal from it. You know what I'm saying? And I had plenty of time to practice that because of this stagnation that people kept me in. You know? That's the way I did it. But I was just listening to him. He was like, yeah, you can be kind to people, be nice. You can go anywhere. That's what I'm telling y'all. Everybody keep saying I'm traditional, I'm ancient. How? Because I ain't sleeping with you? You saying I'm traditional because I'm not doing drugs with you. You saying I'm traditional because I'm not sleeping with you. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something real. I was a leader back in my day. I heard one of my homeboys who been going to prison, in and out of prison since he got out of high school. He said, man, let me tell you, man. He was doing a hard drug. And he was telling me about the hard drug before I got onto the hard drug. And he said, this is like years later. You know what I'm saying? He said, I was on this in high school. I snapped on him. I said, bro, that's why we were having so many problems. Because that particular drug come with a demon. Let me give y'all an example. I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to do this. But crystal, the drug crystal, that drug come with a demon. I can prove it. Ever since you've been on that drug, you've been losing everything. You probably lost your love and everything. Yeah, you got another lover. Yeah, you got another friend, but it's somebody who share the same thorn in your flesh as you do, the same temptation you do, the same bad habit you do. So you lost your elevation. So you went from ascension to descension. You descended. You see what I'm saying? We gotta understand that you descended. So yeah, you got another group, but you descended. So now you ain't riding around in that Mercedes. And let's say this Mercedes could be a woman or a man. Now you ain't riding around with a Mercedes. Let's say this Mercedes is an automobile. Now you ain't riding around in a Mercedes. You riding around in a Honda. Not saying a Honda a bad car, but now you got a Honda. And if you keep doing that drug, you're going to go from a Mercedes to a Honda to a 10-speed. Unless you try to sacrifice somebody, you're going to live in that energy until that sacrifice is over with. Then you're going back to that 10-speed. I can prove it. Since you've been out of high school, you've been doing that. Ever since you touched that drug, you lost everything that could have loved you back. You lost any kind of resources that you had. You lost security. And you didn't even lose it because you was on the drug so bad. That drug is cheap. That's a cheap drug. Methamphetamine, whatever y'all want to call it. That's a cheap drug, $5, $10. How can a $5 or $10 drug make a doctor or a lawyer, put a doctor or a lawyer in poverty? Put a genius in poverty? How can a $5 and do it in less than 2-3 years, 5 years? So this dude told me back in the day, I had these little groups around me, females, and man, he said they was doing that drug. I didn't even know the drug was out back then in high school. I'm sitting there doing all the work when it came down to trapping and all that stuff to make sure we all got money. That's why they couldn't save money. If I gave it to them, they would waste the money. Waste everything. So y'all gotta reflect on this. Y'all who out there on these drugs, reflect on how much of the stuff that you're losing that's actually yours and somebody else's. Some of y'all done lost all your security and actually living and actually taking from other people's security just to support that living. The living been told, that lifestyle been told you can't afford it, no matter how cheap it is. See, that's I learned that in the streets. That's the drugs way of letting you know it's time to go. You done sold your Royal Oats in this apartment, it's time to let it go. And then, and it gets so low, you get so low vibrational to the point where you ain't got no money and you ain't got no security to take from nobody no more. You ain't got none of that no more. So guess what else guess what you gonna do now? Sell yourself. You're gonna start working every hole in your body. Overwork. Now you know what I'm saying? Now it's gonna start to show, if it ain't already showing. You know? I learned all that in the street. I learned all that in the street. Drugs talk to me. When I was born in KI, when I came in my womb, came straight to the drug house. You might well say. Drugs talk to me. Let me tell you what I'm gonna do, buddy. Let me tell you what I'm gonna do to you. I'm gonna make you feel real good, and I'm gonna take your life away, basically. You know, in so many words. Cause that's what it's gonna do. I'm gonna make you feel good for a while, and then you're gonna keep searching for this high. You're not gonna get that high no more. Then you're gonna have to go to a stronger drug to get that high. And then that drug gonna send you to a stronger drug to get that high. Then that drug gonna send you to a stronger drug to get that high. And then we just gonna take you out. There ain't nowhere. That drug itself will tell you when you can stop sowing your Royal Oats in that department. Same with sex. Sex will tell you through STDs. Drugs will tell you through decomposing. Same with sex, same thing. Decomposing is, your body will tell you, let me rephrase myself. Your body will tell you when you are done with these events in your life. And a lot of y'all done and didn't even realize y'all been done. And then I done seen people well around completely dry. Then you want to get married. Then you want to make your husband life a complete misery. Just misery. Just complete misery. Because you ain't happy with yourself. Because you went out there and you played everybody out there partying. These drugs make you think you can keep partying. But the drugs is not keeping your body at its peak. The drugs is decomposing your body, your mind, making you think that your body is still at its peak and still can run like it been running. But your body been told you running off fume. We ain't even dealing with you no more. You decomposing. Nothing left. There's nothing left. Please stop so we can heal you. And if you don't stop so we can heal you, we gonna kill you. That's your ancestors talking to you. Yeah, you gotta be real with yourself. I told y'all, I keep telling y'all simple stuff. I ain't never even had to say all these long lectures. All I had to tell y'all was the few words I've been telling y'all. You come into this world by yourself and you gonna leave out this world by yourself. Everything around you is programmed. They make sure you stay there to kill yourself. I'm telling you, bro. When you start saying no and abstracting out of scenery, you're going to see them start fading away. You're going to realize you by yourself. And then a real lover will come into your presence. And then a real friend may come into your presence. It all depends what God got for you out there. That's the way it works, bro. That's the way I got down, bro. Keep doing that. Y'all keep practicing. It don't take long. Y'all going to enjoy it. Y'all, even if you get popped in your mouth and your nose, you're going to enjoy it. No, bitch, you can't. Oh, hell no. You know what I'm saying? You can test your mic. Cause hey, now it might be a little cat fight here and there, but it might not. It might not. And if it did, it might be 2 or 3 fights. And that's 2 or 3 fights out of your whole life. What's that? That was coming anyway. It might not. I mean, abstract yourself, man. Be yourself. You can be nice, you can chill before you do whatever you want to do, but you ain't got to participate in what they doing. And you got to tell them right then and there. You don't let that sun go down. You let them know right then, no, I ain't going back there in that dark ass room with you. I'm not walking down in that dark hall with you. I'm not going down there with you. You know what I'm saying? If you got to go 3rd gear on them, you got to go 3rd gear on them. Your ancestors, because when you go 3rd gear and that bass come out your voice, that's your ancestors talking. Them demons inside of him gonna run, or her gonna run. You go back there by yourself. That's how you get down, bro. Hey, ain't nobody playing, bro. When you grown, you grown. We grown out here, y'all. Social media, rich or poor or not. At the end of the day, you put your pants on like I put my pants on. We all are grown. Ain't nobody got no business trying to tell somebody else what to do unless it's God. Facts.